Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a guide to the MERIDIAN silos in Farming Simulator 25. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there are a couple, and this is for all platforms. I should also note that no matter what you're on, PlayStation, PC, Mac, Xbox, this will work for you. Let's go into the build mode. And the build mode, if we go under, well, let's go to silos. We have a couple of silos in here. Most silos like this one, for example, you have it very obvious where you dump in and out stuff, and it's pretty straightforward. We have these two right here. This one holds 980,000 for a pretty good price, especially compared to some of these guys and how much it holds. And then this guy that holds 1.1 million. Now, it does say down there, you also need an auger or conveyor for this silo. So how do you use all that? So we're going to talk about all that. Shouldn't take us too long to go over it. You can see the one on the left-hand side here is the $72,000 one. The one on the right-hand side here is the 840,000 or 84,000 one. Good Lord, I couldn't say numbers to save my life there for a second. Now, when you're placing this, you want to be aware of a couple things. You have to be able to access that, which I know is kind of difficult, but you can access that from anywhere. You just have to have somewhere near it that you have a little bit of space for this large yellow conveyor belt, and you'll see how much space we need in a second. And then this is the out point right here. You also need a little bit of space there to operate a conveyor belt, which you can operate both the conveyor belts in line with each other. Well, you can use the same space, basically, is what I mean by that. But anyhow, you can place it down wherever you want, and they will hold, again, just your basic grain crops. So they're going to hold, barley, canola, corn they'll hold, long grain rice, oats. They won't hold peas, sorry. Don't get your hopes up for that. Regular rice they should hold, sorghum, soybeans, and sunflower and wheat. Yeah, just your basic kind of grain style crops plus rice and, a couple others. So there you go. But yes, we need these two conveyor belts first to be able to operate these. These are found in the store. If we go all the way down towards the bottom and then go to belt systems, go in here. Here is the MERIDIAN TL1239 and the conveyor 1690. We need both of these. You can see what they're going to do right there. It's basically crops that go in silos, except these two are not going to go into these silos. But anyhow, okay. So the one to put stuff in is the yellow one. The one to take stuff out is the red one. Now, I haven't tried to see if you can also use the yellow one to take stuff out. We can do a little experiment with that at the end. It might actually work for it. But basically, you need to purchase this, and then you need to drive them to wherever your silo is. Now, you can get in them. You can't tab to them, but if I get over here, you can see in the upper left-hand corner, it says E to get into it and enter vehicle. I recommend having your help menu on. I have it on. You can activate it by F1 on PC or Mac. If you're on PlayStation or Xbox or a console, you can go into General Settings and then turn it on right here at the very top. You're going to want that on so you can see the controls that I'm using. But I'm going to hit E to get in, and then it's actually on right now, but then normally you'd have to hit Enter to turn on your engine, or unless you have automatic engine start on, then it'll be on for you. But you can see you can drive it around, but it goes a max speed of 3 miles an hour. So in order to get it out here a lot faster way is to hook it up to a tractor to pull it out here. So you can come to the front of it for this one, and I'll just demonstrate this real quick. You can hook up to it, and then you can tow it wherever you need to, which is great. Same thing for the other one over here. You just pull right up to it. I'm going to hit the other one. Oh, no, I didn't. Did pretty good. You're just going to pull up right here to it, and you can hook it up, and you can drive it around. So pretty straightforward. Easy to do that if you need to. I'm going to just pull this out of our way. We don't need this tractor anymore. But yeah, and the same thing for this guy. You can get in it, just come up to it, hit E, and you can turn it on, and it'll drive at 3 miles an hour for you wherever you want to go. But let's talk about the yellow one a little bit more. So let's get back in here. Now, in the upper left-hand corner, you can see that we have a control group under our right mouse. I don't know what it'll be on consoles, but if I right-click that and I lift up, it's going to raise this whole thing up by me pulling down on the mouse, and I can go up or down if I want to. I want it to go really far up. I'm going to zoom out as far as I can here. And then we're going to just... Oop, I'm going the wrong way. I need to actually back it up. Forwards is going that way. This is actually in reverse for it. And I need to get this piece right here, right over top of that on there. And this will work for both of them. You can usually lower it down maybe a little bit when you get closer if you want to. But you need to get it right over top of that, or pretty close to it, so that way you can get the grain in. And now I need to get this part right here at the bottom folded out. So if I hold down that mouse button there, and I go side to side, I can either attach it, or I can come out with it right here. And then I'm just going to get it out to the side there. And again, it'll swoop pretty much all the way around. Or at least around to there, and you can move it out. And I don't know if this will unload. Again, we'll talk about that here in a bit. Now I have a trailer with some grain in it here. I have some wheat in this trailer here, 18,500 liters. So the way to put stuff in this trailer, get this all lined up, and then this piece right here, we're just going to back up our trailer to it. just like this, and then hit I to unload. And it'll give you that icon to unload. Make sure you don't hit left control I to unload, because it'll just dump it on the ground. That means something's not quite right. And there we go. It doesn't matter if it's not quite going in, but you can see on the upper right-hand corner, if I was to get in this, I could probably see a little bit better here. If I was to get in this, you can see we have the grain dumping in right at the top there. So there you go. And that is how you get grain into it. Pretty straightforward. Now, I also would not recommend maybe using certain trailers, which if we go in here, like... what do we have one? It's going to be under semi-trailers, isn't it? Semi-trailers here. These ones that unload in the middle on the bottom where it's kind of designed for you to drive over top of something, these won't really work well for it. They're a little bit more difficult to do it. But you can use it. What you'd have to do is just drive the trailer up, and then you can get into this. Basically, you can have this guy off to the side, drive the trailer up, and then swing it under the trailer. You have to be a little bit more expert about it to get it in the right spot. That's why I don't necessarily recommend those, but you can do it if you'd like to. But there you go. We got some stuff in it. Now, the way to get it out is to get the appropriate conveyor belt under the out point, which we'll actually just try real quick using this one to get stuff out. I don't know if it'll work or not. I've actually never tried it, but it's always something that you can try out and see. But basically, we want to take either this point right here, or we'll try to put this point right here, and we need it to be under this out point right here, and that'll allow us to get the wheat that we put in there out of it. So that's what we're going to try to do here in a second. Let's see how close I have to get to do it. We're pretty close there. There we go, right there. Okay, now let's get into our tractor right here. I might bump into that other conveyor belt. It's okay. Need to be directly under it. And again, I've never actually tried to use this guy, and it does say start filling, so you can use that, and then again you can start getting it out that way. So you can, if you just want to buy that one right there, you can do that. It's a bit big, so it might be easier to unload using the small one. I recommend using the small one because I think it's a little bit better for the job that you're trying to do, but you can use it. We have proven a point here. You can use this to unload if you'd like to. Now, you can't use the red one to load. That's the problem. The reason you need this one is because you have to dump it in the top, and those are both very, very high up. If we get in the red one just doesn't have the height. You can go up and down with it as well, but that is as high as it will go, and that's only so it can actually get into trailers and stuff like that. And it's not letting me turn. Come on. Should let me turn this. Maybe I have to go all the way down. There we go. I had to be a little bit lower to turn it. Just be aware of that. If you're having issues turning it, just go down lower like I was not a second ago. But you're just going to back that end right under there. And I probably should back it up a little bit more. There we go. And you can start filling from it if you'd like to do it right there, or you can just pull the trailer under it. But now that I've started doing that, if I pull under, it's just going to start putting more wheat in here, which is fine. But now you can drive under that and get your stuff out. And again, you don't have to buy both of them. We just proved that point. But if you go under belt systems, it's $15,000 extra for that compared to that. I mean, you might as well buy it. It's not a whole lot extra. If you need to save money, you can hold off on it for a while. It's a little bit easier to control this small one, I think, in my opinion, for unloading. But there you guys go. That is what I got for you guys. That is how to use the MERIDIAN silos. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. If it was, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.